In this video, we will learn about the second objective of Module 8. Module 8 is Property, Plant, and Equipment, and the second objective is to learn how to prepare a depreciation schedule using the three depreciation methods. And again, the three depreciation methods are, the first one is straight line method. The second one is units of production method, and the third one is double declining balance. So let's say we have an asset that was purchased July 1st, 2024. The cost of the asset was $1 million. Residual value is $200,000, and the useful life of the asset is 4 years. And so what we are going to do is we are going to prepare the depreciation schedule for this asset for its life using the three depreciation methods. So the first one will be straight line depreciation method. And I hope you remember the formula. So for straight line depreciation is calculated by taking cost, subtracting the residual value, and then dividing by the useful life. So in this case, the cost is $1 million minus $200,000 is the residual value, and then we divide it by 4. This comes out to be $800,000 divided by 4, which is equal to $200,000. Now, this is annual depreciation amount for this asset. So for annual, you can also think of this is depreciation for 12 months. Okay, keep that in mind. Now, the next part is to prepare a depreciation schedule. So the first column will be, and there are a number of ways to prepare these schedules. So in this case, we'll say the first column, we're going to call it the year column. The next one will be months. The next one will be the beginning balance. Then depreciation. And then the last one will be ending balance. So let me draw a line here. So the first year is the year 2024. So remember, we purchased this asset on July 1st, 2024. I missed one thing. So let's also assume that the fiscal year end for this company for which we are making this depreciation schedule is December 31st. So fiscal year end is December 31st. So for the fiscal year 2024, the number of months that are remaining after we purchase the asset is 6. So July, August, September, October, November, and December. And the beginning balance was or is $1 million. Now, the depreciation for this fiscal year, so the annual depreciation is $200,000. And remember, this is for 12 months. In this case, for the fiscal 2024, the asset is only 6 months old at the end. That is on December 31st because you purchased it on July 1st. So what you need to do is you need to divide this $200,000. So $200,000 by 12 and then multiply by 6. Because when you do $200,000 divided by 12, that will give you depreciation for 1 month. And remember, you need to record depreciation for, in this case, for this year, 6 months. This example is simple, so you already know if it's 200K for the whole year, it is going to be half, which is 100K for half a year. You can also do the calculation, but this will come out to be $100,000. And then your ending balance will be the beginning balance minus the depreciation for that year, which will be $900,000. Draw a line here. We are on to fiscal year 2025. For this fiscal year, that will be the full year, so full 12 months. The beginning balance, now the last year's ending balance becomes the beginning balance for this year. And then for the whole year, the depreciation we've already calculated here. So that is $200,000. And then the ending balance will be the beginning balance minus the depreciation. So that comes out to be 700K. We draw a line again. Extend these a little. So for 2026, again, full 12 months. Beginning balance or opening balance 700K. Depreciation 200, again full year. So we're left with $500,000. Next is, again, let's draw a line here. You're into 2027. Again, full 12 months. You might be thinking we started in 2024, and because the life is 4 years, so that is 2024, 2025, 2026, and 2027, that is 4 years. No, if you look at the number of months, we are still at 36 plus 6, 42 months. 12 times 4, which is 4 years, and 12 months, that should be 48 months. So that means we are still not at the end of the life of the asset. So 2027, full 12 months. Again, the opening balance is 500K. The depreciation will be, again, full depreciation. And then the ending balance is $300,000. Then let's draw a line again. Extend these again. Now we are in 2028. And remember I told you just a few seconds ago, if you do the math on the number of months, we are at 42 months. And the useful life of the asset is 4 years. So that means 6 months are remaining in its life, which will be in 2028. So again, the opening balance is 300K. And we also know that for the depreciation for 6 months is $100,000. And then the ending balance is $200,000, which is also equal to your residual value. So this is how you prepare a depreciation schedule using the straight line method. The next depreciation method, we are going to do the same problems but using the units of production method. So this method takes into account the number of units that a machine produces, and the more the machine produces, the more it depreciates. So the formula for this one is cost minus the residual value, and you divide it by the total number of total estimated units that the machine is expected to produce over its life. So if we go above, I did not mention the total number of expected units. So in this case, we're going to say that is going to be, or let's say, let me just write it here. The total number of total units is going to be 80,000. And then in 2024, out of these 80,000, the machine or the asset is going to produce 6,000. 2025, 22,000. 2026, it's going to be 24,000. 2027, 20,000. And then in 2028, the machine is going to produce 8,000 units. Now using the formula, so this formula is for depreciation per unit produced. So if we plug in the values, we will get, so cost is $1 million minus the residual value, which is 200K. And then we divide it by 80,000, which was the total number of estimated units. So this comes out to be 800K divided by 80K. So this will be 8 times 10 is 80. So $10. So this means that with every single unit produced by this asset, the machine depreciates by $10, or its value goes down by $10. So keep that in mind. And then again, we're going to create a schedule. So the first column again will be year. The second column is going to be, so in the straight line we had the second column as months. So in this case, we're going to replace that by units. And I believe the rest remains the same. So this will be beginning balance this will be depreciation, and then this will be ending balance. Draw a line here. So the year is 2024. The number of units that are expected to be produced by this asset in 2024 is 6,000. The beginning balance is $1 million. So in this case, the depreciation that you're going to plug here will be, so we have 6,000 units, and per unit, on a per unit basis, the machine goes down in value by $10. So that will be 10 times the number of units in that year. So 10 times 6,000 is 60,000, and the ending balance will be $940,000. In 2025, the number of units the machine is going to produce is 22,000. The opening balance is $940,000. And for this year, the depreciation will be 10 times 22,000. So that will be $220,000. And the ending balance will be, again, the beginning balance minus the depreciation. This will be 0, 0, 0, and then 4 minus 2 is 2, and then 9 minus 2 is 7. So again, let me draw a line. In 2026, the number of units is 24,000. The opening balance is 720,000. And then the depreciation will be 240,000. Again, 24,000 times 10. And our ending balance will be 0, 0, 0, 12, 4, 8. 6 minus 2 is 4. $480,000. In 2027, again, the number of units is 20,000. Beginning balance is 480,000. The depreciation will be 200. And then the ending balance will be 280,000. Extend these a little. In 2028, the number of units to be produced, 8,000. Beginning balance is 280,000. The depreciation, again, 10 times 8,000 will be 80,000, and then the ending balance will be $200,000, which again is equal to the residual value of the asset. So this was the depreciation schedule prepared using the units of production method. We will end this video here, and then in the next video I will cover the same problem. We're using the double declining balance, and then we will also cover the asset disposal.